And so quite often, sometimes you have to make things more expensive to make them trustworthy, oddly, okay? You can be too good to be true, that consumers won't necessarily trust something that's cheap unless there's a narrative around it as to where the cost savings are made. And those constraints, to some extent, were there to make it believable to the consumer that there was a legitimate form of cost saving going on. The untrusting consumer is going to ask, how are you doing this? Does it mean you're not servicing the engines, or the pilots are all on day release from prison or something, right? You're going to start having doubts. So interestingly, sometimes negative stories around a product can be used to offset the negatives which a consumer would tend to imagine. If IKEA had ready assembled furniture which wasn't sold in a warehouse, it was sold in a kind of posh Heels style emporium, we'd think there was something a bit iffy going on. So, and there's also the wonderful IKEA effect, which is the effort of actually going to an IKEA and navigating the maze makes it more or less impossible for you to go home empty-handed.